Gemini, hello and welcome to your reading. Just meditating on your energy, and it's very like Gemini. Kind of goes both ways. But I feel some good things coming. So let's get started into your reading. This is a message for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Gemini. I hope that you're doing well. We're in Mercury retrograde, in between eclipses. We've got a lot of Pluto energy still, working on lots of changes. And what else we have? We have the sun. Our sun has been blasting us with a lot of solar activity, solar weather. So you could find yourself in the duality of Gemini, one place or the other. Either you're feeling more in alignment with yourself and at peace with where you're at, or you could be one of those people who the universe is just throwing everything at you, complete and utter chaos. Let's see what's going on for you. For Gemini. Okay, we have the fourth house. So this has to do with your cultural and family roots, your home, where you go for peace and comfort, as well as your family, your roots, and your culture. All right, so let's see where I'm going to start off with a couple. Uh-oh. Get away from me. Let's check out what the universal forces want to say about this for you. All right, for Gemini. Let's talk about the fourth house for Gemini. Okay, on the board. We have balance and dependability. Very interesting. It seems as though you've been seeking for some kind of balance, something that you can rely on, depend on. Like maybe some days let's just say you're home or your family. It feels like it's, peaceful and tranquil. And then other days it's like complete and utter madness. So you'd like to know what can I depend on here? Let's keep going. Of course, that's life. Life is not a straight shot of everything. But, when we're talking about our roots, our home, where we go to for peace and comfort, we would always like to have our home be that place to go to, right? Okay, we have service. So you may have been focusing a lot on work lately, maybe because your home life or family life has been a bit out of balance. Or maybe you are putting in a lot of your own work and service into bringing or keeping the peace and the balance. Maybe you're the one that's dependable here, that others depend on. You could have children or elderly parents living with you. Okay, we have planning and we have compassion at the bottom. So overall, we're working through your compassionate side. But there's something that either you're a planner. You like to have all your ducks in a row, right? You want to be able to depend on what's coming down, what's going on in your life, like organize it and all. All right. Really curious about this. I feel like dependability, there are people, there's someone or others that are depending on you through your family and your home. That's a given. All right, let's keep going here. Depending on you, like you somehow bring balance to the family unit or the home situation. And this could be, you know, your family outside of your physical home, but still they're your roots, right? Or your culture. So we could expand that. Take what resonates for you. And as everybody else depends on Gemini, Gemini feels lonely. Who's going to take care of me? I hear that. Where's the balance? It's not really balanced, is it? You're giving, 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 giving. And it's not reciprocated. So you're feeling really lonely in that role that you're playing. Pay attention. Did you assign that role to yourself? I mean, you know, of course, when we have children and everything, but if you're co-parenting, then it should be a 50-50, you know, responsibility. Even if you have elderly or older, or not, they don't even have to be elderly, you have parents that are living with you, or other family members, you know, take it as you will. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So, whether or not you're actually showing it on the outside, deep inside, there's some kind of resentment towards, I'm always having to be the one that's dependable and reliable. I'm always the one that brings everyone back into balance. And that's starting to, it builds resentment up internally, energetically. Because you are like a service animal. I'm here. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry, Gemini. You're not an animal, but it's like, that's what you feel like. I'm constantly in service to these people. This. Okay. That's a lot for this one. Planning. Okay. Overall, it's about your happiness, Gemini. I'm hearing you have compassion for yourself. So when it comes to planning, it seems like no matter, things haven't actually turned out the way you had planned them to turn out. And it may have also had you form judgment on others or yourself. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Honesty. This is the one that's important, Gemini. It's time to get honest and real with yourself. I can't expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Be real honest with yourself, Gemini. This is not a time to play a part, to perform for others, or to be a martyr of any. This screams martyr to me. And success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So this is a big lesson for you that you're learning right now, Gemini. Not to take on all of the burden and weight. There are others that should chip in and whatever it is, the service, whatever it is that people are relying on you and depending on you for, you know, weed through that. What can they do on their own? How can they assist you? Just be honest with yourself. And try to be honest with others as well, instead of holding judgment and resentment, because they might not know, they might not realize, Gemini, your big heart and your caring and compassionate being. But you do need to have that. You want reciprocity here. Some help, at least, I'm getting. So you're not feeling so lonely in this situation. talk about that. Balance, dependability, and loneliness for Gemini. The waiting game. You just keep doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity, Gemini. And yes, no wonder you feel lonely in this situation. You're waiting for something to change, something to shift, someone to come out of their... I'm not going to say what came through, but someone to wake up or situations to change or shift. Balance. It's time for balance. All right, let's keep going. Stop waiting. It's time for you to speak up, make a change. Trapped in fear. You're afraid. You're afraid to speak up. You might want to take a deeper look into why. What will happen? What's the worst that can happen if you speak up and say, hey, what about me? What about my needs? What about my happiness? I want balance here. I can't keep pulling all the weight. I would like to have my needs met too. I would like to be able to have the time to meet my own needs. That's for some of you. Instead of placing judgment on these other people, like they're lazy, they're crazy. Okay, we have the shadow that's just plopped right out of here. And so you're getting to see a good portion of your shadow, which is good. You know, make friends with your shadow. It's okay. Oh, okay. They said stop. Patience and planning again. Planning. There's something you've been planning that you're not able to really accomplish because you're just stuck in this repetitive cycle of like give and give and give and give and give. I'm not going to do or change anything because that would not be good. That's scary. I'm going to stay trapped in fear. But internally, I'm going to resent them, which honestly, they feel that. They do, energetically. So instead of holding on to resentment, meet your shadow and make friends with your shadow and get real honest. Get real and honest. Patience and planning overall. And I feel like you have been kind of trying to be patient with the situation. You've been planning on speaking up, but it just has not happened yet. Okay. What else can we tell Gemini? Let's talk about this waiting game a little bit more. I mean, overall, it's always we're really waiting on ourselves to make a different choice for ourselves, a conscious choice for ourselves. Do not play the martyr or the victim or the savior. Don't play a role. Okay. 2 of Wands, 7 of Wands. So when things are in balance, you feel like, okay, I can deal with this. Things are okay. That's a good step in the right direction. When they're not in balance, what did I say? Are you the performer? Are you performing something for others? The martyr. Could also end up being the scapegoat at the same time. Oh, I've played that role in my younger years. I know how that turns out. It does not turn out the way you would think it would. You find that people are ungrateful, and then you turn around and you judge them and you have resentment. So the advice here is to not go down that road anymore, Gemini. Be honest. Be 100% honest. You can't be all and do all for everyone else. You've got to actually live your life. What does Gemini want? What makes Gemini happy? Do you even know anymore? Do you know yourself? Because I remember playing this part. I'm the oldest of 5. In my younger years, played that part. And you lose yourself. You believe that you are this, you are the martyr. You're the one that everybody looks to for advice and for money and for this and for that. And so in that service, it's important to get back in touch with yourself, reconnect to yourself, reconnect to your light and your sun, your vital life force energy. And I feel like you are starting to take some steps, baby steps, but from 2 of Wands to 3 of Wands, some baby steps, but that's good. You're not taking a giant leap and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, kind of thing. So, okay. And meeting your shadow, greeting your shadow, not pushing it down or denying or suppressing, which is good. Four of Swords. All right. So you're kind of 3 of Cups. So, I mean, overall, you love all these people. They are your family. They are your, I mean, you love them. Sure, of course. But you're not going to, it's starting to catch up to you, playing this role, this part. And you're seeing your shadow. And you're contemplating, what do I do with this? I see it, now what do I do? You're kind of at I don't want to call it a void, but you're carefully, so that you're not going to make some kind of knee-jerk reaction type move. You're mulling it over within yourself. You may even have some trusted people in your life that you can really divulge these, share your emotions and your feelings with. Not the people that you need to be doing that with, but it's kind of like the break, the pause before the next scene. All right. You're kind of in between worlds right now. In between acts, in between scenes. Oh my. What you've been creating for yourself is a out of balance family or home life. As much as you're trying to bring everything into balance, it's throwing things out of balance. Because guess who's out of balance? You. You are part of this family. You're falling out of balance. You're constantly trying to hold back the. It seems like either you've got people in your household or in your family that are turning around and blaming you for something, or they're just like, they're under stress. They're like, Gemini, help me. You're always there for me. Do this for me. Do this for me. And they're just like, I need a break. I need a break, and I'm not giving it to myself. I'm tired. I'm tired of all this. You need to take a break, Gemini. You need some downtime to yourself. Really reflect on this experience, this situation. This is we're wrapping up some big cycles here, karmic cycles. You don't want to keep repeating this one. This is codependency at its best. All right, 6 of Cups. You are reflecting to either your own, good memories, fond memories. This could be memories of your childhood, your past. Maybe these are your grandparents. Like, this is how I remember it being. And everybody kind of worked together and confluence and everything. These memories are coming back up. You're having a good realization of like, this is what I want. This is what I want. I remember there was a time where, you know, I wasn't the only one that had all these people relying and depending on me. That there was an equal give and take. You could be reflecting on your parents or your grandparents and how they, you know, you're a time where there was more of an equal within the family unit. There wasn't just one person that like did everything. You know, everybody had their own part to play in life. High Priestess. You're holding on to some secrets. You're not talking about it. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Tower, and the Four of Cups in reverse. Sandwiched right in between there. So the more that you just bite your tongue and not speak your truth, the more eruptive the situation gets. This could even be internally, but internally, as within, so without, eventually something's going to snap. There's going to be a fight. There's going to be something, but it's also going to open up like a deep realization for you. Big realization. Aha! And it may leave you then Four of Cups in reverse. Or this may have already happened. Left you contemplating. Did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Like you're not trusting yourself or your emotions. And the universe is like, listen, we've got your back. Look at all the magic around. We're helping you. And you're not seeing that. You're not able to pick up on those signs because you're kind of sulking a little bit internally. High Priestess internally knows the truth. There's a lot of wisdom there. High Priestess also holds a lot of secrets and does not let them out. So Gemini, you're holding on to, so that turns into toxicity in the body as well. It's causing you stress. You've got to speak your truth. You've got to be honest and real. Whew, I feel it. I feel it. Okay, let's get you some advice, okay? For Gemini. And as an energetic exchange, Gemini, if you're liking this video so far, please take the time to click that thumbs up, like button for me, please. Truly, greatly appreciate every single one of you who do take the time to do this, as it really does help a lot get the messages through to more and more people with the algorithms. Oh my gosh, the algorithms within all of these different social media platforms are constantly changing. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe as well. I gratefully appreciate all of you. So thank you. All right. Advice for Gemini. Gemini, you are like a happy-go-lucky person here. You're absorbing a lot of stuff. And, you know, the more that you take on, the more the universe just piles on. And it seems like all these other people, the universe is like, oh, you want more? You want more responsibility? Oh, you want more people to depend on you? Okay. Here we go. It is what it is. Interesting. Let's see what this says in the book. This is your advice. It is what it is. What happens when you look at the world? Can you see it exactly as it is, or only as you assume it to be? A door closing is not an invitation to take a battering ram to it. What if there was another door to lead you to your destiny? If you can release your attachment to getting what you want, you'll be surprised by how much energy you have for more important things. Liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have access to what is best for all. Can you try now to accept things as they are and shift your focus and attention until that other door opens up for you. Radically accept life on life's terms. When you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire, more of the world becomes available to you. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself, your attitude, and your choices. The irony is that real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are exactly as they are meant to be. If you step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, you will discover treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. Keep this prayer in mind. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I just got another deeper message from you, for you. Because Gemini, I think you've had your life planned out in your mind, at least a little bit too much. And it's not that you can't have what you desire, but you're perfecting things too much. You're expecting and perfecting things too much can actually become a hindrance for you. So even if things don't seem to be going the way that you would have hoped, it looks as though it's definitely something important for you to bring some balance into your life, for sure. Accept where things are right now so that you don't make any knee-jerk reactions, but be honest with yourself. Wait, whoa, I just heard something outside. Okay, stop holding secrets inside and be really truthful, not just to yourself, but to others as well. That will definitely open up some new energy for you. So that is what I have for you here, Gemini. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take good care. Bye.